I know they were put here with good intentions. Unfortunately, oftentimes in life, good intentions go south.
New efforts from the City of Chattanooga to address the rise in homelessness are in play.
We're looking at adding bike patrols, a golf cart patrol as well as more officers walking around just so they can be more attenuated to what's going on.
The number of people living on the streets has gone up
250% over the prior year, and that's really a sharp rise.
The city says with the high percentage, one place in particular has been a hotspot for illegal activity.
And so we were seeing really elevated calls for service related to that littering, that panhandling, that harassing behavior. We had a number of benches that really were sort of almost a nexus for that type of activity.
Here at 8th and Market Street, the city has temporarily removed what they're calling problem benches. And now residents that live nearby say they hope that decision remains permanent.
The removal on the benches is the best thing this city's done in the 3 years I've lived in this building.
Eric Cramer is a nearby resident who says with the benches gone, he has seen a difference in the safety of the area.
I see it on a daily basis what goes on, particularly at this corner. If I'm not seeing it, I'm hearing it, and I live on the 10th floor. It's just nice to be able to walk through here and not be harangued.
For now, the city says
you can see the seriousness with which we're taking this issue, both on the long-term solution side as well as now really an enhanced response to some of those symptoms.
Reporting in Chattanooga, Jordan Carnback, News Channel 9.
And the city is also holding a meeting with downtown stakeholders and CPD to discuss how to assist people in need and any illegal behavior.
Those expanded efforts come as the city works to get more homeless people in permanent housing. Last week, Mayor Tim Kelly unveiled a proposal to turn a rundown hotel into a housing unit. It would be located at the former Airport Inn on Lee Highway. The city plans to find a nonprofit to operate the facility. Mayor Kelly called this project essential in their goal to create more affordable housing, and he addressed concerns facing the project last week.
This is not a homeless shelter. Let me reiterate this. It's not a homeless shelter. It's an apartment complex with services on site that keep people housed for good.
Some residents addressed the proposal, saying this is a good idea to combat homelessness. Some representatives from Silverdale Baptist raised concern with how close it is to the school. The city plans to hold a public meeting on the proposal next Wednesday.
An organization that serves the homeless is expanding its mission and identity. Today, the Chattanooga Community Kitchen revealed it will now be called the Chat Foundation. Representatives tell us they have served the homeless by feeding them, providing them essential services, and housing assistance. They say the new name gives a better representation of the services they offer.
We've really outgrown our name, and we felt like it was time to choose a new name that gives a better identity to the long-term work that we strive to help people reach.
The community around us.
Thousands of people call Hamilton County 911 dispatch daily.
Hamilton County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Turns out they're able to locate you within seconds.
We're going to look at what the benefit is to the responders and to the people. And if it's something that's going to add benefit to that and it's going to reduce the time it takes for a responder to find somebody, then yeah, that's definitely going to weigh very heavily into it.
Jeff Carney is Hamilton County's 911 Dispatch Director of Operations. This past January, Hamilton County had issues with finding an Uber driver who was being sexually assaulted. Police and dispatchers were unable to pin down her exact location, ultimately taking 90 minutes to find her. But a 911 communications company says they can help eliminate issues like this from happening again.
And we built a very powerful emergency collaboration platform that, to simplify it, giving the ability for citizens to deliver rich data such as advanced location services, real-time video, imagery, medical information, chat, and more.
Amir Alakai is the founder and CEO of Carbine, a cloud-based emergency dispatch system. Alakai says his company helped a 13-year-old who was kidnapped. She was brought back home safely in a short amount of time.
Her mom called to the police. The police pinged her device with Carbine capabilities. Ping her device, didn't call her, send her a link. She saw like Stark County, 911, please click the link. She clicked the link. They knew that she is in a situation that she cannot speak. They started to chat with her. They got the location.
Alaka says Carbine has been used in domestic violence cases and natural disasters and more. He says they just want emergency companies to know about the software and make it accessible for their community. But Hamilton County 911 Communications District says even though they do not use the Carbine software, they have looked into it.
That would be something that the board of directors here would have to look at and decide if that's the way they want to go.
But Director Carney says it takes Hamilton County Dispatch around 45 seconds to get a car sent out. He says his team will do any and everything they can to make the process be fast and efficient.
I don't think it's anything that would hinder us from being able to get the best response out there for somebody.
It doesn't start once the child is here. It starts once the child is conceived.
Since opening its doors in 1957, Family Forward has been a helping hand for families in need.
Our families come to us in crisis, needing food, needing clothes, needing diapers and wipes, a lot of the most basic things. A lot of us assume that everybody can have.
The goal here at Family Forward is to provide resources for expecting mothers and families with incomes below poverty level, those of which include Eastlake, East Chattanooga, South Chattanooga, and Brainerd. And with rising inflation, organizers say the need is becoming greater than ever.
Some of the highest infant mortality rates, lowest educational attainment, highest teen pregnancy rates.
Raquel Harrison was an expecting mom when she sought help from Family Forward at 6 months pregnant. She says at the time, fear was on the front of her mind.
What if I don't carry my baby full term, or what if my baby comes out having the same trait I have, or what if I go into labor and I have a crisis? I was born with sickle cell anemia, and the doctor always told me I could never have kids. And when I found out I was pregnant, that was like the best thing in my life.
Raquel says finding resources was tough.
Here in our city, it's very scarce on certain resources. You shouldn't have to be able to show proof of like how much you make in your home, and do you get like other benefits like food stamps or family first. All of that shouldn't matter.
Family Forward says their goal is to provide families with a basic quality of life.
A lot of families don't know about all the resources.
You can't really focus on anything related to child development if you're not able to meet your most basic needs.